Hello guys. Today I'll be teaching you the law of assumption. What you assume becomes a reality. I mean, I'm not ready yet to teach you, but this is my experience. Every time I assumed something, it became a reality. I assumed I couldn't be successful financially in the past. I assumed that I was a victim of the other people's choices and decisions and mistakes and evil acts. So I just was comfortable doing that. I assumed I couldn't get girls and I didn't. I assumed a lot of shit that became reality. And if you assume things, if you change the way you assume things, let's say you assume that you can get a good job, a good career, you assume that you can get a lot of girlfriends, or you assume that you can study, or you assume that you can become great at something, then you will. But and this is an example. I have a family member. She's retired, and she has a very low financial income from her, her retirement, and she assumed that she cannot make any more money. And yeah, okay, yeah, I know she's retired, but she's smart. She's still young. She still has a lot of energy. She's organized. She has a lot of free time. So why not? Why not do something on the internet? Why not learn? I don't know, write an ebook or build an audience. Something that doesn't take much effort and doesn't take much time, as opposed to getting a job and going live, going work in some place. The internet gives us a lot of gives us a lot of freedom. But she doesn't assume that. She doesn't know that. She does. Or this, she assumes that she cannot make any more money, and that's going to become her reality. However, if she assumed that she could make a little bit more money, even if as you know, with my deliveries, even making some deliveries, which doesn't take much time in the weekends, and you can make always 20 to 30, 40, $50, 100, 200 a month, especially with a car or a scooter. So yeah, that's law of assumption. You know what I mean? Law of assumption. If you assume that you can get my assumption right now is to get to 100 subscribers. I was like, okay, I want 100 subscribers, and I don't want to really grow a big following right now, but 100 subscribers would be cool. Just my channel to have 100 subscribers would be a cool number. So I'm like, okay, I assume I can in the next, I don't know, 15, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. I assume I can. What do I have to do? I have to upload, and I have to upload things that people want to watch. Um, and then I can assume, okay, with 100 subscribers, can I make money? And that's probably true. I could probably make a lot of money with only 100 subscribers if I fix some of your problems. Uh, let's say you are jerking off, and you have a job and you have some money on the side, and I don't know, you want to be a little bit more like me, more disciplined, more charismatic. You want me to teach you some lessons, that some problems that I've solved. As I learned how to stop jerking off. I learned how to start, standing for myself. I learned how to I learned how to stop some addictions. I learned how to change my environment. I've read a couple of books. My knowledge isn't that big, but I could help you with some things. Which means if I sold you some product, maybe with 100 subscribers, I could probably make money. Maybe not $10 million, but maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000, maybe 10,000. So that's another assumption. And now I'm very careful with what I assume. I'm very careful with what I assume with other people, with women, with clients, with customers. Because yesterday I was at a bar for 5 minutes. I made my work, and then I went to drink a water. There was a beautiful woman in there, and I'm still trying. I'm still not comfortable speaking publicly to women. I have to work on that. I have to face my fears, and I have to, you know, be more comfortable approaching women on the streets, in public. And there was a beautiful woman in there, and still, it was yesterday and today I still think about her. And for some reason I didn't assume. I don't know. I thought she liked me. I assumed she liked me too, because she was looking at me. I think from a place of interest, and I assumed that. And her foot was pointing at me, so a little bit of body language, things that you can learn, that are easy to learn. So yeah, I assumed she liked me, but I ended up. He was with a friend. I was by myself. So it was a public bar. My friends were there. Some of my old friends were there, and people used to know me were there. So I was like, yeah, I'll just go home. But I still remember the girl, and there's gonna be a time where I don't know. I don't know about how am I gonna find my next girlfriend, if I'm gonna find my next girlfriend, because I've been single for a long time now, almost 3 years now, almost 4 years that I'm single. And I like it, but at the same time, I think I think I'm kind of ready to have another commitment, and to have another relationship. But I don't know. I don't want to rush things. I don't want to rush stuff, and then regret that I'm in a relationship. So yeah, I think maybe I will live a little bit more. Maybe I will enjoy a little bit more my actual my current state in my life. But yeah, that's mainly the video. Be careful with the things you assume. You might not assume that you. I don't know. Might assume that you cannot be ultra successful, and that's a very stupid assumption, and then you're gonna live with what you assume. If you assume you deserve, I don't know, if you assume you can't get rid of a bad period that you're in, you assume you can't, I don't know, you can't get a job. For a while I was like, okay, I thought when I was younger, 18, 19, that I couldn't do things, and I end up doing some of them, because my father, he was like, okay, you can do this. He assumed that I could, and I end up doing it, and that's now I'm working towards another assumption that's maybe crazy, but a friend of mine assumed that I could do it, and I like the idea of trying to do it, and yeah, now I assume that I can do it. We'll see in the future. I assumed that I could be doing deliveries on my bike, and I did it. Now I have a scooter that I assumed that I could buy it, and I bought it. So yeah, guys, be careful with the things you assume. If you assume that you can, I don't know, make $1 million in a year, I think you will. Honestly, in these day and age, with with the things, with the speed of the internet, with the speed of things you can learn, with the people you can connect, it's very likely that you get what you want way faster than what you believe you can. It's, of course, it takes time. I'm into self improvement. I don't know if I can say that, but I'm into meditation. I'm into um, reading and learning for a long time. Obviously, I could have, I could have had more. I could have done more productivity. I could have done more, experience more, and this and that. But I had a strict plan, and as sometimes I was also a coward in some positions. But yeah, I still have a lot to grow. I still have a lot to learn, and yeah, I need to understand what's next and how am I going to face the next periods of my life. And yeah, that's the video. Be careful with the things you assume. Try to assume things that are nice and positive for you. Assume that you can make more money. Assume that you can have more friends. Assume that you can be doing more. Assume that assume that you can find a really good relationship. Assume that you can have multiple women if you want to. Assume that you can be the best musician if you want to. Assume that you can be the best athlete if you want to. And assume that you can learn other language if you want to. Just assume you can break records if you want to break records. Obviously, keep that to yourself and avoid speaking with a lot of people about your goals. Uh, Especially, it's my view, my philosophy. Maybe just because of my zodiac sign. I don't know. I like to accomplish things silently. I like to get my accomplishments privately. Um, and yeah, I'm learning that about myself. I like it. I like to accomplish things that are difficult, um, and do it, and then show the world that I did it. This is who I am, and this is who I'm going to, to be forever. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching my videos, and I hope you learned something. If you did, please leave a like, and if you didn't, leave a comment. Thank you. Perhaps cheers.